Good morning, world. I am Judy, your web-based therapist, making therapy accessible and convenient for our clients in Florida and New York, and of course, sharing information worldwide. Today, I wanted to talk about 5 tips or 5 things you can do to help your mental health during this pandemic, or really any time of the year, but especially right now during this high stress moment. The first is to take self-care breaks. We often talk about self-care, but sometimes it seems like it's something that we talk about, but people don't do. Take self-care breaks. Take moments out of life. Make sure that you're making time from whatever you may have going on, whether your life is super busy or whether your life is super relaxed right now. Take time to do self-care, to engage in self-care. Take self-care breaks, time that you are focusing on your mental health, your physical health, your personal, your emotional, whatever it is. Take time for self-care. Take self-care breaks no matter what is going on in life. 2, shut out stress-inducing content. There's a lot of it out there. I know in the video on how to keep your sanity during this pandemic, I talked about the importance of shutting out the news and people on your social media who insist on sharing news and talking about the stuff that's going on. Shut out as much of the stress-inducing content as possible. Yes, you want to be informed. Yes, you want to know what is going on, but know what is going on. Find reliable sources to know what is going on, and then shut out the rest. And one of the things that I know I've done is I've actually muted a lot of people on my social media. The other day I was talking to a friend and she said, "Hey, I posted such and such. Didn't you see such and such? I posted on my on Facebook," and I had to tell her, "Oh no, I actually re-upped your 30 days because I'd muted." She knew I muted her for 30 days, but the 30 days were up and stuff is still going on and she's still posting news. We're friends. Nothing against her. I talked to her in person, but yes, she's muted on my social media because I don't want to see all the news that she posts every 5 minutes. So do what you can to mute or shut out the negative content. Don't spend too much time on the news. Don't keep reading the same articles over and over. Stop. Discourage people from maintaining a constant conversation about the negative things that are going on. If all someone can talk to you about is the negative things that are going on, maybe you need to be talking to some other people. Find ways to shut out as much of the stress-inducing content as possible. 3, engage in service and focus on the helpers. Whenever things go bad, one of the things that you will always find are those people who are rising to the occasion and stepping up and figuring out, hey, what can we do to make this situation better? Focus on those people. When you're focusing on the people who are helping, how people are helping, then you are more hopeful. You are more empowered. You have a better view or a better feel about things that are going on. It reduces your stress level because you're seeing, yes, things are bad, but these are the ways things are better. So focus on the helpers and be one of the helpers. Engage in service because as you're serving or others, you are showing them that, hey, there's still good in the world and you're feeling good and you're experiencing good. And I talked about reasons to serve in another video. Please make sure you check that out. 4, take advantage of resources to help. Right now, there are a ton of resources that can help manage the stress that we're experiencing. So make sure that you're taking advantage of those resources. In a previous video, I talked about ways to get free therapy, and I recently talked about reasons or why you should be using your EAP right now, because right now that stress is super high. Your EAP is a great resource to give you access to mental health services and other resources that you may not even know existed. So take advantage of those resources. And finally, double down on your life-affirming activities. I'm always pushing, hey, it's important to engage in life-affirming activities. Now is probably the time you need life-affirming activities the most because it feels like the world is on fire and all sorts of stuff is happening and we don't know what's going on. But you can still engage in life-affirming activities. Engage in things that remind you that, hey, yes, the world may be on fire, but hey, this spot is cool and it's raining in the spot. This part of life is good. There's still so much good going on. There's still so much good things, so many good things happening in the world. There's still so many reasons to be happy in this world. So engaging in life-affirming activities will help remind you of the good things, of the happy things, of the positive things in life. So if you've been engaging in life-affirming activities before, double down and do even more of that. And let's do a quick recap. 1, take self-care breaks because you need it, your body needs it, and definitely your brain needs it. 2, shut out as much of the stress-inducing content as possible. Mute people on your social media, turn off the news, whatever you need to do. 3, engage in service and focus on the helpers, because when you are engaged in service and when you're focusing on the people who are providing the solution, you're less focused on the problem and you're less focused on how things could go left. 4, take advantage of the resources available to help, because there's a ton of it. There are resources all over the place. Find out what resources are available to you and use them, because that's what they're here for. And finally, double down on your life-affirming activities, because right now we need it more than ever. We need to be reminded that life is great, that life is awesome, that there are still reasons to smile, that there are still good things happening in the world. As always, whether it's you or someone else you know who happens to be going through something that's more than you can handle, please remember that even right now that many things are closed, there are professionals like myself providing remote services who are able, available, and willing to help with whatever you may have going on. So figure out who those people are in your community so that if you need them, you can reach out and get the help that you need. And that is all we have for today. Good morning, world. Have an awesome day.